Hey my friend, welcome to a new tutorial on ambient guitar, and today I'm gonna show you how you can play a sound like this. Pretty cool, eh? So I recently added the Mel9 from Electro Harmonix on my pedal board. It's essentially a pedal emulating a Mellotron, which is a tape replay machine that we were hearing all over the place in the 70s and even the 60s, I think. I'm a big fan of progressive rock, so this is a pedal I was very excited of adding on my board. But it turns out that it's pretty sterile just as it is like this, so I had many things I needed to do to get this pedal as I liked it. So first of all, let's look at the settings on my Mel9. So the first knob is the dry knob, and I put it all the way off. I want to use this pedal as an effect, and I don't want to hear my dry signal on it because of this reason. But then the next knob is the effects knob, and I only put it at noon. Why? Because this pedal is very sensitive. When you pick loudly, it's going to get very loud if it's at the max. And if you pick very softly, sometimes the pedal is not going to pick up what you have played on your guitar. So my first workaround for this is to put the effects knob only halfway through and to put a compressor pedal before the Mel9. It's going to help to have a restrained dynamics entering into the pedal from this one to this one. So since this one is compressed, it's going to be more even on this pedal, so you will have less jumps in volume. And then the attack knob, I put it all the way off because I want to control the attack rather with my swells, my volume pedal, right? Because I'm going to do swells with it. And the sustain all the way to the max because since I want to use it as an effect with a lot of reverb, like drenched in reverbs, I want it to sustain as long as it can. So now I put it on the high choir mode, which is one of my favorites. So if I put this one with my New Neighbor reverb and the compressor, this is sounding like this. Very nice choir sound, but for me there is something missing. And with this pedal, I find that you always have too much treble and high frequencies. So in our case, it was not ambient enough, right? So we could add some delays to it. I have one reverb, but I could add some delays. So let's add the Strymon El Capistan. That's good, and one just short and easy trick that you can do to get rid of a bit of treble and high end is just to use your delay pedal and put the mix 100%, so you get rid of the dry signal of the Mel9. So I don't have any dry signal passing through here, but the dry Mel9 is not going to be dry anymore. I don't know if it makes sense to you, but it's like effect only, and then effect only on the delay too. So if you make the difference now, instead of like this, let's say, it's more present, right? But when I put my delay 100%, It's muffled a little bit, but a good muffled. So that's already a really cool sound, but what I like to do to get an even better result is to use my Big Sky on the same kind of mode that the Mel9 is on. So now if I have a choir mode on the Mel9, I'm gonna use a choir patch on my Big Sky, so I will have more reverbs to dilute the sound of the Mellotron, but it's going to be the same type, so it's going to be exponential in the kind of sound you're getting. So I won't go into much detail, but I will add in the upper card and the description the choir setting on the Big Sky. There you go. So with everything together, the compressor, the Mel9 on a choir mode with high sustain and no dry signal, the delay pedal without any dry signal, so 100% mix, and the Strymon Big Sky patch on a choir patch, and of course my new neighbor for some reverb. This is how it sounds. Really nice choir sound. And the other one I really like is the first one, the orchestra sound. And here I'm going to use the same principles. The knobs on the Mellotron, on the Mel9 are going to stay the same. A compressor before, a delay pedal 100% wet. But as I said, I'm going to use a similar reverb sound to it. So in my case, I'm going to add a shimmer type of reverb because the orchestra is like doubling the sound and the octaves inside of the sounds. So first of all, let's hear the orchestra sound by itself. Sounds like this with a bit of reverb. Pretty epic already. I find that you have to use some very simple chords and triads with it if you want to play some extended chords. This is a little bit tricky with this. So, like I said, same principle. So now I'm gonna add a shimmer-like patch on the Big Sky to kind of double this kind of sound and get it even more huge. So now this is gonna sound huge, my friend. I even find that when I put the tone knob on my guitar all the way to 0, it's even better sounding to me. Less aggressive a little bit. So this is how I use the Mel9 from Electro Harmonix on my pedal board. I'm very excited about the new textures I can add with this pedal on my board. And just before you leave, I want you to get my free gift to you, which is my 5 tips to better ambient guitar songs. This is an ebook of 11 pages that I have written for you to help you get more clarity with your ambient guitar songs when you write. So I want you to get it. Click on the first link in the description box and just send me your email and you're gonna receive it right away. And one little secret, when you sign up to get that ebook, you get many more exclusive stuff for me, exclusive tutorials like my three crucial tips for ambient guitar looping. You get my ambient guitar textures cheat sheet and many other great stuff in your inbox. So sign up, first link in the description box. And for us, I will say until next time, au revoir.